This girl looks like a normal, happy girl, but I know that life can change in a blink of an eye. This photo was taken in November 2017. A week later, I collapsed in the middle of the street and had a seizure, causing me to have a head injury and losing the ability to walk and to see. And I'm a massive bookworm, so I love reading, so this was horrendous. I also got awful headaches, and for about 3 months didn't actually get proper sleep because I just would wake up every single night. I was only walking again in July 2018. But this wasn't the first time that I had gone through hard times. When I was first born, it was discovered that I had situs inversus. This meant that all my organs were on the opposite side of my body. Also, not only this, but I like to be complicated, and my esophagus wasn't actually joined, so I had to have an operation to rejoin it again. A few months later, I started to become really unwell. I was diagnosed with biliary atresia. Around 9 months old, I had to have a Kasai, where they tried to correct my liver before transplant. However, this wasn't successful, and so at the age of 10 months old, I had my first liver transplant. When I was 3 years old, however, this rejected, this meaning I had to have a second transplant. I only have brief memories about this time, and I kind of wish in a way that I remembered it more, because I want to be able to say how it was like and what it felt like. But in a way, I feel really lucky that I don't remember it because it was such a traumatic experience. However, I do remember odd bits and bobs because I did live most of my life in the hospital when I was a child. So I had an NG tube, and I used to be a nightmare and drive the nurses and my parents crazy because I would pull it out every 3 seconds. I always remember this Teletubbies toy set, and when this child broke it, I remember being absolutely gutted because I couldn't play with it anymore. I remember lots of things from when I was from about 3 to 6 being in hospital, because I've been in and out of hospital all my life, with not just things from my transplant but other things that I got poorly with because I've got such a low immune system. So I kind of make up for it almost, the not remembering my actual transplant. I gained this teddy from a family who mainly my mum and dad got very close with because their child was also having a liver transplant. And they gave me this teddy. I call it Ellie, and I love her to bits. She goes everywhere and went everywhere with me as a child as well. She's been stitched again multiple times with my grandma's scarves, and she used to have a full skirt, but now she's only got a little bit of a skirt at the back, so I used to twiddle with it. She sat on the radio while I had my liver transplant because the surgeon put her there so she could be with me. She's even gone on holiday with me, and I may have left her in a hotel once or twice, and that was many tears, and my dad kindly drove to go and collect her. She's something I've always just had, that's something to comfort me when I needed some reassurance that everything's okay. I'm really badly needle phobic, and to this day I've still not got over that, but I'm trying my best to become better, and I have become a lot better through the past years. I know I'm lucky because I know a lot of people struggle with their scar and either want to hide it or don't want people to see it, but I don't mind. I love having my scar. I always used to ask and pray that it would never go, and I know that it won't because it's been cut into so many times, but it's something that I just can't imagine not having, and it's just a part of who I am, but it doesn't make me who I am. We find it funny in my family because my scar is like a sad face, but I'm such a smiley, happy person. Even though I've had all these transplants and all these medical conditions, I've been able to do so many fantastic, incredible things, like go away on a trip called Takas where I went skiing in Switzerland. I've been able to go and compete in the British and World Transplant Games in Argentina in 2015 and Malaga in 2017. And I've had amazing opportunities like Talk, Tell, Transform, and all sorts of other different things that transplant sport, which I'm forever grateful that I had these opportunities and had these organisations to help me. I'm always going to be forever grateful for my mum and dad, as they've always been there for me through everything, and it must have been so hard for them. And even now, after the fall in 2017, to then see their child again poorly after being poorly from a young age. They've always looked after me and always cared for me, and they've just always been loving, caring parents, and they mean so much to me. So do my grandparents and my donor. After everything I've been through, I just take every opportunity that I can and live my life to the full and continue to being a happy, healthy person.